DDN Encounters. How's everybody doing tonight? I'm your host, APCS. Welcome to Werewolf Wednesday slash DDN, which abbreviation stands for Disembodied Demonic Nephilim. For those tuning in on Restream, Facebook, YouTube, and Rumble. Hope everybody's having a wonderful evening. I ran a little bit late as always. I figured do a quick live tonight. I don't know, see an hour and a half, somewhere around there. But anyways, let me share out this live feed to the groups that I shared to real quick. How you doing, Andres Carizales? There we are. We're all shared out here on Spiritual and DDN Encounters. Put on my little hat. There we go. How you doing, brother Duval Outdoors? I got this new shirt that I got on here. See, I can display. Let me see. I can display it for y'all. There we go. Sometimes they're sneaky like that. So they have them dark colors blend in very well with the darkness and the shadows of during the day. Yes. Thank you. Yeah, it's my first time wearing it. I'd ordered it, came in, and I was just looking through the shirts and found it and I put it on. Yeah, I've seen some with yellow eyes. I've seen some with red eyes, and I've seen some with white eyes, white glowing eyes. Those are the eyes that I've seen. The yellow, to me, would stand for possible shapeshifter skinwalkers. The red eyes would stand for possibly demonic, and the white eyes could be possible shapeshifter skinwalkers or the WO, or even a possible possession where you could see the white eye shine, a form of WO-ism. Now, I won't say the name, but it's kind of like a form of possession. Natives would share stories where some of their people would get lured into the woods, what they call a Sasquatch. They say it's demonic, and that they corrupted their people, where some of them went into the dark arts, practicing magic, witchcraft and necromancy, of course, uh, in which when they come back out of the woods, that they would not be acting like themselves. There would be a completely different person. And one of the signs was that of the how they would have the form of possession. Their eyes would be either white, where you can see the pupil, or some of them, I guess, reddish eyes. Anything can cause the reddish eyes, possible possession also, or you know, being in the woods, allergies. But the white eyes is where the eyes are rolled back. You can't even see the pupil, and the person is just looking at you like that. It's like the spirit that's taken over the body is looking at you. Has anybody ever witnessed anything like that? I've witnessed it numerous times. When I was in the military, I was always running into things that were acting strange. Uh, but we'll talk about it in a moment. Let me see if I can find a photo the or a co-pilot. Since I know cousin Jesse's probably asleep now, unless he's in here in ninja mode. Let's see if I can find it real quick. There he is. And put him up here. This is a Werewolf Wednesday. We cannot have Werewolf Wednesday out without uh there we go. Let me put him on here. We know I'm putting up here. I know what's going on here. There we go. There he is. We'll have him as a co-pilot or the co-host. Uh, One of the DDNs, possible uh, DDN from those woods in Elms Grove. Uh, Everybody named him Cocaine Werewolf because of the nose. It's got a little bit of white on it. But in the original picture, he's on top of a tree. He's up high in the sky. There's just one of the manifestations that I've captured out there. And this one is from Elms Grove, beastly manifestations. And some of them were pretty tall, way taller than me. Uh, I think I have the video when I captured him, while I'm walking, and you can see him up on the tree. I used to have a full video of it, but I don't know what happened to it. That was about the only video that I had that I saved when my Facebook got permanently deleted. Luckily, I had already took a picture, screenshots, and I already made some short reels out of it. So tonight we're going to be talking about Werewolf Wednesday. We're talking about DDN and different manifestations of these beings, things that they can do, their abilities, uh, why they do the things that they do. Okay, who do we got here? Let me see something here real quick. So this is one of the best pictures that I got, and I got several others photos that I'll have to look for and show you different manifestations of them. Uh, and they come in many different forms. I think I'm gonna have a photo of the other one that I believe it followed me all the way from was the one that I seen on the by the swing set. Let me see if I can find the photo of it. Let me see what I can do for y'all. How you doing, Sister Flower? So I'm gonna see if I can find that photo that I'm talking about for y'all. If I can find it. Yeah, I have so many pictures and screenshots. When I used to go do my investigations of this DDN, unclean dark spirits that would surface up, and that would photobomb my pictures. I'll give you an example of that. Okay, I'm gonna share some photos here, and I'm gonna go through my phone and whatever I can find, I'm gonna share with y'all. So here's a photo of me on this. It's gonna be me on the path, and and if you look at the photo, you're gonna see something standing behind me. So here we go. Let me go to the photos here. Go. Oh, there's this one here. There I am uh, on the path of Elms Grove, and you can see. I think it's more than one, but they're right here in the corner. Like they got to the edge of the path. There's like three of them here, but this one for sure you could see it standing behind me. Let me see if I can get a closer look for y'all. But that's let me go back to that photo right there. See if I can find. I think there was a portal where all these things were coming out of. When people talk about portals. And I will share that in a moment. Okay. What's going on here? Okay. Here it is. There's like three here, but this one for sure you can see it standing right there. And here's a real close up of it. I don't know if anybody can see that. It's right along the path, and I could sense it behind me. That's why I angled, because I'm recording, doing a live video, and I angled the camera to where I'm feeling the energy, using my spiritual senses. So that's how I was able to capture that one, because of course this photo is from 2015. That is quite a bit ago, almost 11 years ago. Well, it is 11 years ago. I think maybe 2015 or 2016. That's when I moved to Temple. So around that time frame. How you doing, Sister Edna Wilson? So, what's some other things that can happen when your senses are just going crazy? They're going crazy because there's activity all around you, and it's more than one thing happening. So you have to stay focused on what your body's telling you. Basically, what I do is whatever's close to me, to my spiritual senses or my aura, those are the ones that I capture, because if they're that close, it's because they're manifested, or they're manifested to show themselves. And that's how I captured this ones. I'm not turning my back or looking back or nothing. I'm just recording. Like if they're not there, yeah. So I use my spiritual senses when I capture this. In a moment, I'm going to show you about why I was feeling that way that day. There was so much activity happening around me that there was a portal in that area. The portal was up in the air. Just all I want you to pay attention is my shirt and my hair, because in a moment I'm going to show you a picture of why I was feeling the way I was feeling, because there was so much things happening, so much activity happening, that it's when you feel so much activity that your stomach starts doing 360s, and you're like, man, why is my stomach hurting? It's because your senses are letting you know, hey, there's danger. There's danger here. And sometimes it's unclean spirits are so close to you that they're trying to drain your energy, trying to zap your energy, which you're going to feel that way. So let me see if I can give you, let me show you okay. This is the original photo right here. I want to show you how big it is, because it's pretty big. It's bigger than me. That's for sure. This is the original right there, the full picture. And the other ones are just close-ups, but I just wanted to show you where it's at, that it's pretty tall. And see, there's another one right here. There's more than one. There's one here. There's one here. And this one. I believe there was 3 entities there. 3 entities. The close-up can show them better. There you go. There's a close-up of it. So this one here, here, and of course this one. Yeah, sometimes you get if it's hot and heavy, and the unclean spirits are trying to attack you, you're gonna feel all kinds of symptoms. You're gonna feel nauseated. You might feel zapped. Your stomach starts hurting, because it's trying to find a way in your vessel. So it's trying to attack you through your spiritual senses and through any spiritual openings. Uh, the reason it targets the the eyes, the ears, the nose, the mouth, and your privates is because those are dirty space, dirty places, right? Dirty here, dirty with wax, mucus, saliva, and of course your privates. Those are unclean places, because you literally would have to keep them clean all day long, which sometimes is impossible, especially when you're working. I don't know what happened there. It froze me. Like, it don't want me to talk about this. but I'm going to continue to talk about. Let me see my connections here. Let me see if I can do something real quick, and we'll talk about it again and what I was just speaking about. Let me check my connection because I literally froze and I wasn't moving on my connection. So let me check my. Okay, let me try to do this. See if I can fix this here. Running a test on it real quick because it literally froze me. But what I was talking about, all these locations are dirty places, right? That's why the unclean spirits attack when they're in spirit form, when whether they're in spirit form or smoke form or whatever form they decide to manifest in. Those are the areas that it tries to target you. Which is your spirituals, where your spiritual senses are. The eyes, the ears. The ears are dirty. You have to clean them. Your nose, of course, mucus. Your mouth, you have saliva. Sometimes some people might have cavities, in which there will be a dirty place, an unclean place, and then of course your privates. The urine, right? The urine, or when you do a bowel movement, that's dirty. You will have to literally uh, keep them clean. I know when I was in the army, we used to carry baby wipes with us when we'd be out in the field because sometimes we didn't have. But the only water we could use when we're out there training is the water from the jugs. Which we would put some water in a little bucket, and we call it bird bath. We wouldn't be able to. And when I was in Germany, we had Australian showers where you could put water in it and just open it up, shower real quick. It's called an Australian shower. We would fill it up. But when I was on Fort Hood, it was more of just like bird bath. You with a water and a cloth and soap, and you do your face. You brush your teeth and nose, clean your ears, do your armpits and your privates, right? You keep those areas clean. Which I would always buy baby wipes and keep clean that way. Yeah, brother-in-law Morgan. Some of them they can attach anywhere. There are certain ones that uh, can attach to your spine. A friend used to call them. What was the name he had for those? He had a certain name. Oh, he would call them Leviathan, where they were like they would attach themselves on your spine area behind your neck to try to take control of the vessel, your body. Uh, they look kind of like spider-like, but they're not. It's just one of the manifestations that they take. There's so many forms. Some people must say, "Oh, they're like aliens." They're in a cloak, then attach yourself. You know they're attached to yourself because you don't feel them, you're not seeing them. But if they're in spirit, they could be there. That's why it's important to take authority over anything that you. If you think that something has attached or attacked you spiritually, then you have to take authority over it through the name of Jesus Christ. Tie, bind, and rebuke it through the name of Jesus Christ. So let me go to another photo real quick. Let me show you all the portal now. Okay. I don't know how big this picture is, but I wish I could make it bigger. But anyways, here's the portal. Let me see if I can make the picture bigger than that, so I can show you the portal. So I can get a close up of this photo here. No, a close up, just try to make it bigger. Okay, here we go. Let's see if I made it bigger. There we go. A little bit bigger. If you look there in the background, brothers and sisters, the portal, the area of the portal is right here. The circular formation, and there's all kinds of activity coming out of it. You see something here, you see something here. You literally see something coming out of the portal itself. Let me take some close looks at it. It's a closer look. Okay. You can see a manifestation of something here, here, here. Then in the portal itself, there's like several things coming out of the portal. There's a face right here of something. So that's the portal here. Let me take a closer look for y'all. Yeah, definitely some activity here. Matter of fact, we tie, bind, and rebuke any negative energies or unclean spirits of what we're viewing right now. So you're not allowed to affect any of the members of spiritual and DDN encounters at this time. Definitely something here, here, and of course, whatever's coming out of this portal is right there behind me. I think we take one closer look at it. Of the thing that's in the center coming out of the portal is right here. And look at the face. There's a face of it, which is right here. And this is a close up of it. Something that's coming out of the portal. Portals right here. Man. Oh yes, there's a lot of activity in the photo, Sister Flower or Flower. A lot of activity there in the photo. Let me see what else I can find for y'all. Let me see what else I can find for y'all here, brothers and sisters. Yeah, you never know what you're going to encounter out there. Some people just live in life. They don't pay attention to what's around them in spirit. The only thing they do is like, we're going to go hunting. They're going to go hunting. We're going to go swimming. We're going to go swimming. But they never pay attention to anything else because they're too focused in living life. I think that thing already passed by and nothing happened. Talking about the alignment, nothing happened. There's no picture of me, Elms Grove, of my mobile home when I was going through all the things that I was going through. Here's a picture of me. It's a long time ago. That's a mobile home where the unclean spirits would come and attack. Uh, that's where I used to live. So yeah, there was a lot of activity that would happen all around my mobile home. How you doing, Sister Ivy Ramirez? Do you want to see the? I think I have a picture of a possible wind IGO. So let me share that with you. Uh, okay, here you go. Let me share the photo. The possible Here we go. That's in the middle of the woods. Here's the face. Of course, I think I have the original picture, and it's a lot taller than that. Let me see if I can find it. I think I left it behind, the original. So this one I worked on it to get a better picture on it. So there's the face of it. But this is the original. This is the original photo of that area where I felt something was looking at me, and I believe it was at Wind IGO, pretty tall. I won't say the name. The only thing I'll say Wind, and then yeah, it's a native thing. It's dealing with the wind. Yeah, it's pretty humongous, way taller than me. I never went back into those woods to measure the height of how tall that was, but that's pretty tall right there. Pretty tall. The other photos that I was showing you are just the close-ups, but this is the original picture from a distance how tall it is. Yeah, so yeah, it's huge, very tall. Of course, the other photos were just close-ups of it that I was showing you. You see, it takes away from the picture because is I just focused in this area here, but this is how tall it is. It's pretty tall, and this is just close-ups of the face that I was working on. I was trying to see if I could show the face more, and I got it to the closest possible, which was somewhere around. I think this was the closest I could get it right there. The face, but in the original picture, you can see how tall it is. It's big. When you do close-ups, it actually takes away from your photo of what you're trying to share. Yes. And for those that didn't see what I was wearing, I'll share it with you right now. There you go. Shared the shirt that I'm wearing for Werewolf Wednesday. So let me take that off. I don't want nothing to happen here. So let me take up the photo, put it back up. Let me see what else I can find for you. Thank you, Sister Edna. This is a drawing. Sometimes that I will encounter, the things that I will encounter are do drawings. And I think I have a picture here of a drawing that I did of something that I seen out my window because it was right by my window during the day. Let me share this with you. It's just a drawing that I did. When you're going through spiritual warfare, you encounter all kinds of things. So this is one of the things that I encountered. I didn't try to put it as dark as I wanted to because I wanted for people to see more or less how it looks like. So there's just a drawing that I drew of something that I captured right outside my window, which would be this drawing here. The cloak that it's wearing, it was all kind of like a dirty blackish brownish cloak, but the face was literally burnt. The eyes were yellow, and there was on the face there was like a crack on the face where he had like 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 fire or something. And this is one of the images that I captured there. I'm not that good of an artist, but I just drew what I seen. To the best of my ability. The things that I were encountered there in Elms Grove, but the thing that stood out to me for me the most was the eyes, like yellowish eyes, which would stand something that has some kind of energy. Uh, I know that the Jinn have yellow glowing eyes, and what I witnessed of the shapeshifter skinwalkers here in Central Texas, they have yellow eyes. Uh, doesn't matter the manifestation they take, just pay attention to the eyes because that's when you know what you're dealing with. If you're seeing yellow eyes looking at you, doesn't matter if it's a Chihuahua dog, a cat, or whatever manifestation you take, pay attention to the eyes because the eyes will let you know what you're dealing with. Uh, the things that stands out for the shifter skinwalkers is their eyes, which would be yellowish eyes. Yeah, then this drawing here is from a long time ago. I think I had several other drawings. I just need to look for that pad that I had. But there's an old picture here. Uh, Things that makes you wonder, right, about the reptilians. They said that some of the reptilians have yellowish eyes. Makes you wonder what they really are. I know that the shifter skinwalkers have the yellow eyes. I know that unclean spirits like the DDN uh, and manifestations like, for example, the Mothman, the Hat Man, they have red eyes. Some people say that Bigfoot have red eyes. So that by itself should already be letting you know what they truly are. The red. I think I have a video of something with red eyes also. That would stand and signify that they're demonic in nature. The red eyes, and then there's some that have white eyes, and which is the ones that I captured. I think I have some photos here. I think I have a photo here that I can share with y'all when I was surrounded. Like I said, I drew it to the best of my ability. I'm not an artist, but sometimes when you have the memory of what you went through, it is fresh. You draw a picture, right? You draw a picture just so you can remember what you witnessed, what you seen. So let me take this one off here. If I can find that other drawing, let me find it for y'all. The one of when I got surrounded by the six. I should have it here somewhere. I think I seen it, but I need to look for it. But while I'm looking for it, I'm going to share something else of the same day. There was so much activity in this path. There's another one from the same day. Let me get this. There you go. Check out this one, folks. I'll leave this on for a little bit till I look for this other photo, this other drawing. Check that one out. That's on the same day. I'm wearing the same shirt. Remember when I say to pay attention to the hair? My hair is slicked back. I'll circle the entities that are there so you can see them. The one that's to the right of me, if you're looking at the picture, the one to the right, that's the one that I captured on the phone that he smiled and he had a bunch of teeth. He had like rows of teeth. It was like pretty tall, standing right there beside me, and I could see him through my camera. And then when I put down the camera, I couldn't see him because the only way I could see him is through the camera. When I bring down my cell phone, there will be nothing there. When I put it up, it will be right there, right in front of me. It would show itself to the phone, but I could not see it visually through the naked eye. That one that's to the right, it was pretty big, and he opened his mouth. When it opens his mouth, he had rows of teeth. Like, I'm talking about 4 rows of teeth in his mouth. Which to me was demonic in nature. So what I did, I got rid of the cell phone. I literally turned it off and I tossed it into the woods, like literally just sent it flying because I didn't want to take uh, whatever captured. This was a different time when I captured it, but it's the same one. But the other phone where I captured it with his mouth open, I got rid of that. I just threw the cell phone into the woods because you could tell it was demonic in nature. I didn't want to take anything to the house from there. Then to the left of the photo, there's another one there. When people talk about the rake, that one literally has his mouth open. I would say more like a something that drains energy. Some people call them when they talk about the rakes. Well, that kind of looks like a rake because it looks kind of white in that tannish color, real skinny. You can see the shoulders, you can see the face, and the mouth open. Yes. So let me do some close-ups of it so y'all can see. Okay, this is the one that's to the left of me. You see how it's got the mouth open here? And it's got no eyes because it's a demonic manifestation, but it's got the mouth open like it's pissed off, right? Because I'm there. I'm doing a close up of it. Hopefully y'all can see that. And then we'll do the close up on the other one in a moment. And I'm going to look for the other photo real quick. Okay. Let me do the other one. Oh, wrong one. Here we go. There's a close up of it with the mouth open. And here's the other one. They say it looked evil. Let me go to the comments. See what else I can find here for y'all. Got other photos I can share. Let me see what we got here. Check out this one. The DDN, they manifest through energies, and they can use the environment to blend in and surface up. Here's the face of it, and that's the body. It's in. Said it uses energy to manifest. And I do have a close up of the face. So how the face will look right here. See the eyes. Yeah, this is from Elms Grove. That was in the edge of the path, and it's manifested. Remind. Let me uh, just say this: if you see any kind of red, that's already letting you know what it is. This is demonic in nature, man. Red orbs. Look at this. It's red in the body, red in the face. kind of like a red mass. Yeah, very evil spirits, unclean spirits. Well, the reason is watching is because of the creators was the watchers. And this is the disembodied demonic Nephilim, the remains of what's left of them. Yeah, but look at the color that it has. It's color red. So that one right there is very demonic, and that could attack at any given time. As much red as it has. I'm just giving you an example that that it's a manifestation. It's like it don't know what it wants to manifest into, but the red is the danger part, right? And sometimes you won't see the red with the naked eye. I've seen the red with the naked eye at nighttime and sometimes during the day, a red mass. So I'll go into prayer. I'll go into prayer because I already know what it is, and I have to protect my vessel. So I tie binary big in Jesus Christ's name, or say the Our Father. But here's an example of it. Let me show a close up of the face. There you go. So when people are out there, I know it's Werewolf Wednesday. People go out there and say, "Okay, we're going to go hunting for a dog man." That's what they call them now. But lycanthropes, shapeshifter skinwalkers, and the wind IGOs. So we're going to go hunting for a dog man. We're going to kill it with my sword. And if there's any saber-toothed tigers, I'm going to kill the saber-toothed tigers too. They go out there and they come with no kills because you're not going to kill something that's already dead, that's already in spirit. And there's an example of that. That's just the face. You look at the energy in the face. And of course, the body. There you go. Or they think they're going to go out there looking for a Bigfoot and all this, and they don't encounter a Bigfoot. They encounter other things that are there. They're the things that are out there are the ones that are deceiving them to believing in the Bigfoots and in the Dogman and in the aliens and whatever else that they want to believe in, and they're there. They're right there with them, infiltrating. They're the ones that are making the manifestations happen. And normally, where there's one, there's others. They come in numbers. We already know are the ones that said that there are many, but they are. So let me take this off for right now. I don't want to freak anybody out with the photo. Let me see. I can pull up something else here for y'all. Here's the best drawing that I could draw of the path in Elms Grove. I mean, I drew it out of memory. I'm not a good artist. I just drew how the situation I was in, and I try to draw the best of my ability to make them look how I seen them, how they were looking. Try to draw them of what I seen that night because I was in there in pitch darkness. So the ones that I seen looking at me, they had white eyes, white glowing eyes. I didn't see red, nor red nor yellow. They were white glowing eyes. So let me share that photo with y'all. It's a photo that I drew to the best of my ability, and I'm not an artist. Yeah, I did not have a flashlight on me. This was in pitch darkness. I could see their silhouettes, and they were darker than the night. As you can see, there's darkness there, but the things that I seen were darker than the night because I could see their silhouettes, and then I could see the white eyes staring at me. I try my best to leave white eyes there, but they were white, glowing eyes. How you doing, brother Lawrence Shadow Wolf? Hope you're doing great tonight. I'm just sharing the drawing. Said it was. I went in there. What we call is a term in the military. We call blackout mode, which means no lights. So I went in the darkness with no lights. That's the day where I heard the woman crying for help, and she was yelling. So I went in that path. It was pitch dark. I had no flashlight, and sometimes when you enter a dark space, you have to let your eyes get adjusted to the darkness to be able to see what's in the darkness. And I felt that if I would use a flashlight, well, then they would be able to see me coming because they will see the light. So I was trying to sneak up on them, to whoever was doing harm to this woman. But when I get close to where she was crying for help, the cry for help, um, and I was fixing to swing the bat, then the cry for help stopped. I was looking around to see if I hear any movement or hear anything. And next thing you know, I could feel like somebody behind me. So when I turned around, that's when I seen them. So I literally, as soon as I turned around, I seen the one that was the closest to me was the one to the right. It was like looking down at me. Then I could see the other ones. There was three on the right and three to the left. They were flanking me. Yes, Brother Lawrence, tomorrow is open mic night. You can come on and we can talk about whatever you want to talk about. Open mic night on Thursdays. Tuesdays and Thursdays is open mic night. So I'm just sharing that I was in there with no flashlight. I went in there on recon mode. I've never been afraid of the dark, and I would go. Even when I was in the military, I really wouldn't use the night vision goggles or nothing because I was used to the darkness. But yeah, when you use the night vision goggles, you're able to see if there's anybody around you because you'll be able to see their heat signature. But in here, it was just me and the darkness and the thing within the darkness. And it was like around 3 in the morning. Yeah, brother, come tomorrow if you want to, and we can do this tomorrow. Brother Lawrence, share whatever you have to share. So let me take this photo off. There we go. Take the photo off for right now. Yeah, I have a lot of creepy pictures from that area, brothers and sisters. So let me see what else I can find for you here. Yeah, Okay, sister, I know we'll get some rest, sister. I'm probably going to do an hour and 30 minutes today and then call it a night. But tomorrow, save some energy for tomorrow. We have the open mic night. Let me see what other photos I could share with y'all that I have here, or I could share some short reels if y'all like. Let me see what I can find here for y'all. What's going on here? Okay, here we go. Let's see what we can share here with y'all. Let's go to some of my shorts here since we're talking about Werewolf Wednesday. I have so many captures here of this things, brother and sisters. Let me shut that off right there. Let me share this one here with y'all. This is not from Elms Grove, but it's uh I believe a DDN, the manifested by the woods. So here we go. Let me share this with y'all, so y'all can check that out. You're welcome, brother. Yeah, you're more than welcome. Tomorrow, now you got time right now. You can jump on here. I'll let you jump on if you want to jump on. Let me see if I can find a link, brother. Or now that you want to wait till tomorrow. I don't know what kind of schedule you got, but I'll drop a link for you right there. There you go. I got time. Been going an hour strong. Yes, sir. He has been working. Yeah, tomorrow is open mic night, but if you want to come and just say hi to the viewers and talk a little bit of what you want to talk about, you know, you're more than welcome. I'll drop the link there for you. I'm just showing some of the short reels that I got. I see. Let me see what else I can find for you. This one here that I'm going to share is a possible shapeshifter skinwalker that I'm about to share. It's a short reel. This is about a demonic Nephilim. There you go. Check that one out. She's got the yellow eyes. Let me see if I can pause it on the yellow eyes for y'all. It's another possible one right there. It's a different one. So what else we got here? That's the one I was sharing with y'all. See, I can get it close. It's right here. It's got yellow eyes. That's what I said. Pay attention to the eyes. The yellow eyes will stand that it's a shapeshifter skinwalker. The yellow eyes. You can see the yellow eyes there. See if we can get it a little bit closer. See the yellow eyes. There you go. It's a good image of it right there. You had a Duende experience? Yeah, brother. If you want to, tomorrow, you can jump on. We'll probably people like coming out to the open mic nights. No, Wednesdays is has been pretty slow. It's been pretty slow for a while. I know cousin Jesse used to be here, but he's going through what he's going through. So I just try to do like a quick Werewolf Wednesday. Just sharing some of this photographs and pictures and stuff like that. Let me stop sharing that one. So you say you ran into a duende. And sometimes it's things they can help themselves because they show themselves without even knowing that they're showing themselves because they're in manifestation. So check out this one here. This one just regular. It's the woods, and it's an open field, and I was able to capture this one. I could hear it say something beside me, so I was able to capture it on the video because I turned the camera to where I heard it say something, and there it is, standing like right by the edge. Of course, it's in spirit form. Yeah. I haven't gone back into the area. It's like last time I went in there when I took this photo here. I went back to the area and I heard all kinds of movement around me. You could hear them running, and then they kept on saying to leave the area. And I'm talking about they were making all kinds of ruckus. You could hear breaking of branches, trees where the branches were being broken, where something was running. And they followed me all the way to the entrance, and they kept on telling me to leave, to get out of the area. So as I walked out of that area, going towards my vehicle, I could hear somebody whistling. Who likes to whistle? Well, we already know who likes to whistle. The wind, right? The wind whistles. So when I heard the whistle, that's a wind, and then IGO. They like to whistle because they move as fast as the wind. They move so fast that they can leave a whistle sound because they're moving that fast. So there you go. That kind of yeah. This is a creepy photo here, but he's standing right there in the center. If, for those that don't know, he's right there in the standing by the edge. So let me take this one off. Oh, I don't know, man. I haven't paid attention to that fella. I don't know, man. About that dude. I'm just doing my own work here. Let me see what else I can find for y'all. This is a creepy one right here that I'm going to show y'all. I'll see. I'll let y'all see this one. It's creepy. This one's creepy. There's like three of them there, and it has a rider on it. There's a face in the bottom to the right, one in the middle, and then the one that surfaces up towards the end. And you can see three fingers. And I'll pause it so y'all can see the hand where it's moving. So you can see the three fingers. That is, it's a rider. You know, when we talk about the three-headed creature, well, it's got three heads. Let me show you. There's a head right here. There's a head right here. See, it moves here, it moves here. And then there's going to be another head come out. And there's the three fingers of the rider. There's a face. Of course, the other one was here, that was here. But there's three fingers right here. Let's go slow here so y'all can see it. There's a face here already. See? There's another one here. Here. There it was towards the end. Showing teeth and everything. No, this is in Elms Grove. There's the location up here in where I live. Okay. Let's see what else we can find here. Let me find another one for you. Let me find another photo. Yeah, this was a creepy one right here. Check out this one. I'm fixing to share. Ah, there we go. There's many in this photo, but the main one is right here in the center. There's a lot of activity here. Yeah. Spiritual warfare is very real. Okay, let me stop sharing this one. See what else I can find for y'all. Here's another creepy one. Oh yeah, there's several there, brother. Check out this one. This one's actually a video where it's in the move. I had to lower the speed so you can see what's there's something behind me. There you go. Check this out. It turns its head and you can see the eyes. Yellow eyes during the day. We already know what that is. Shapeshifter Skinwalker. There you go. Look, it's got yellow eyes. Let me see how I can pause it. Boom. There it. Oh man. Let me see how I can pause it. Ah, I'll pause it. There it is. His eyes are on me. Eyes. Yeah, he knows. I knew he was behind me because I could sense something. And normally they identify themselves, like he's letting me know, hey, this is my territory. So he came out on the video. So I made a show reel and like letting me know that this is my territory. This is where I reside. This is where I live. Like this is a way of letting me know not to go there because it's there. Yeah, it was right behind me. Those are the DDN. Disembodied divine Nephilim, but possible shape to the skinwalkers. With the yellow eyes. That's what they do. hmm So let's see. I can find another one for y'all. I'm having fun here tonight, sharing these photos. What is this? Okay, let me share this one. I think this is another one on the move. Uh, Possibly something there, a DDN. Let's check it out. There it is. You can see it. It's up there. Up on. You can see It's up there towards the top. But might be more than one. You can see the movement. See the eyes, the yellow eyes. Ah, might be more than one up here. The one I'm talking about is here. Might be more than one. See, there's movement. It's gonna be movement. Oh, there it is, right here. There it is. It's right here. There's one here, but then another one back here. There's one here that was moving its head, and then you got the one that's up here, and possible others. See, it's moving. All right. So let's go on to the next. See what else we got here. I'm telling you, I got all kinds of photos here, brothers and sisters. Oh, there's a creepy one. Since it says Werewolf Wednesday. Check out this one. He's playing Simon Says with me, I guess. Check out this photo. There you go. And you can see the face there, but there's more than one. And I'll show you in a moment where they're at. There's definitely, I see two, possibly three here, but for sure two on this photo. That's the original photo. That was a good distance. Oh man, let me get down to it again. What we're looking at is right here in this section here. There's one here and a possible other one here. This one here has a white face. This one has a black face. Talking about yin yang, right? Okay. Here's the face of one right here. There's the eyes and the mouth. And then over here, you got one that's got a white face. And it's looking, both of them were looking this direction. There you go. Face there and a face here. And both are looking. So I can get it any closer. Yeah, okay. See, I can see it there. There they are. So face here and a face up here. Two of them. Two manifestation. Yes. There's two of them there. All right. So let me take this one off. Let's go on to the next. Here's another one with the red shirt on from the different one from the past Elms Grove. Let me share this one. Uh, golly. There you go. Pay attention here. All right. Yeah, there's a lot of activity here in Central Texas. A lot of limestone. The heat, you know, it stores energy in the limestone and other locations. You know, the grids and all that. But the limestone stores a lot of energy in there. There's creeks, rivers, lakes. Um, then with the building on the land, it's not helping out at all. You know, there's a lot of power plants and all these other things that they're building that is just giving more energy to these things that are on the land that already have energy. So they're able to manifest more and cause more chaos and havoc. Yeah. I had a EMF thing here. I don't know where I did to it. It was here earlier. I'll find it. It was somewhere around here. I know I got my recorder here. Still waiting to test it out to go do an investigation. It's been that long that I haven't gone. You know, I just moved into this house like a couple of months ago, and you know, I don't need that activity, that extra activity in the house. Because I think I have enough evidence to the things that I've captured here, but I can go to any location, and if there's activity there, it'll surface up. So long I maintain my Heavenly Love Foundation, things will surface up. So let's see what else we got here. Here's another one's got like a little grin on his face. There we go. Let me share it with y'all. It's like grinning. It's showing his face. Of course, they're made out of energy, so this is a temporary manifestation. That's why I call them temporary manifestations because they appear and disappear. You know, they come and go in a matter of milliseconds. It's like saying, "Peekaboo, I see you." So I just wanted to share this one with you. I got others. Let me do it this way. Well, there you go. This one is a native spirit, and it's over there by Elms Grove. Picture of a native spirit. Yeah, there were teeth. Laura, Lauren Shadow, there were teeth. Yes, this is a yeah. This is a skinwalker. The spirit was either a native or possible shapeshifter skinwalker, but in its native spirit look, you know, is by a tree. I think he's even got long hair. He's wearing something around his neck. Let me see what else I can find for y'all. There you go. There's one. Is I believe it might be the same one, the cocaine werewolf one, but he's wearing something around his neck, which looks like teeth, but you can see the face, the eyes, the nose, and it's got like a amulet, something around his neck. Yes, brother Lawrence. If y'all haven't seen my short reels, check them out, man. Place what I capture on the short reels. You can find the short reels here on YouTube on Spiritual and DDN Encounters. Check out my short reels, or on TikTok. It's you get a bigger picture. It's under Ape CS 895. Ape CS 895. I create short reels. I haven't done a short reel there in a while, but I have a lot of short reels there already. It's called Ape CS 895. Yes, yes, brother Lawrence. They're teeth around his neck, like a Black Panther. Yeah. See what else we can find here for y'all. I just wanted y'all to check that out. Uh, oh, check out this one. This might be either a spirit by the tree and other activity on that tree, but on the tree there's a seems to be a woman. I don't know if it's a tree sprite or a spirit or woman on the tree, or possible a possible fae, but she's on the tree itself. A fairy, a pixie, I don't know. It looks like a spirit of me of a woman on the tree. In this area where she's at, around that area, there's been a lot of deaths, uh, car accidents. People have died, and that section, uh, not far away from a tree, a woman that hit a pole. She passed away there in that spot, and then to the left, across the street, the highway or the main road, there was a something bad happened there, and just a lot of bad activity, all in this section. And I don't think she's alone. There looks like something else on that tree also. Yeah, there's something else there. Let me see if I can pause it when it comes through again. When it gets, well, maybe I can back it up some. There, there. So you see her here, but I see a lot of other activity here. I see something up here, but it could be the tree and then something here and something here. There's like three things here, like dark shadow spirits or the DDN possibly, because they can go into trees. We know what they say. People said they've seen Dogman or Lycanthrope go into trees. They say that Bigfoot's gone into trees. Well, I've seen the unclean spirits go into trees. So yeah, there could be a lot of activity there. And so what's weird about this is that the all the branches of the tree are down low to the ground. All the branches of this tree are down. Let me pause it. or down low to the ground. You see that? All the trees in this area, all the branches are bent down to the ground. All of them. Way down low to the ground. See them right there? That's what's creepy about this area. That they're all bent down to the ground. Let's see what else we can find here. Let's go on to the next photo. This was some energy I found by a tree. Possible activity or something with wings. You can see a face and everything. Let me see if I can pause it in a moment. But you tell me what you see. I haven't shared this one in a long time, but it reminds me of when they talk about the Watchers, right? That's what this reminds me of. The face that's right here. It looks like a face of a person right here. Yes, I've seen those. Uh, I've seen piles of stones stacked on each other and stuff like that. I run into them all the time. Okay, let's go on to the next photo or to the next short reel. So what else we got here? Oh, yeah, I know this one. Now here we go. It says Werewolf Wednesday, and Dog Man and Shapeshifter Skinwalkers. There you go. He's a Look at it. He opened his mouth, shows his ears. I got a better footage of it. We'll show it in a moment. Let's go back down. See what else we got here. Well, here's that little duende picture. The little duende that how you doing, Sister Cynthia? Here's a little duende that Brother Lawrence says he ran into a duende that he might have a photo of it. He said he's going to come on tomorrow night, I believe he said. He said, yeah, this one here stabbed me, Brother Lawrence. It literally stabbed me in my Achilles that I couldn't walk. Luckily, it stabbed me only in one Achilles, not on both, or else I probably would have made it out of the woods. And I still have problem with that leg till this day. He stuck his little spear in my Achilles. I think he had poison. That's all it went up with a blood clot on my left leg from that encounter. But that's okay. The Heavenly Father gives me the strength to continue to push forward with my workouts, stay focused and motivated. Like I said, you could be looking for something, but you're always going to run into something else. You're like, that you might not even know it's there, but you're going to run into things. Like, for example, this little duende. Yeah, you try to step on it, and it's going to stab you in your foot. If it's got a little spear or a little sword as you're going to step down, it's going to go right through your foot. Mind you that this little duendes possibly could be also little spiritual creatures, no difference than a fairy or a pixie. I'm more sure they work out of witchcraft and necromancy and magic. It's okay. I just wanted to, because he said he want to share some stories with us tomorrow on open mic night. So we'll be looking for it for open mic night. Yeah, he's gonna tomorrow. Sister Cynthia, he said he's gonna come on and share with us what he's been doing and dealing with encounters that he's things that he's been experiencing. He'll be here tomorrow for open mic night. Yeah, let me stop sharing this one. Let's see what else we got here. Uh, oh yeah, I remember this guy. Check out this little fella. Check out this little fella. Whoa, what did he do? There we go. Check out the little guy right there. It looks like a little troll or a little look at the face, a little leprechaun of some sort. I don't know. It looks freaked out from the face. There's two things there. You can see the face, and you can see something else right beside it. Looks like a like a like a wolf or some kind of demon with teeth right beside it. So there's like two possibly two figures right there right beside it. I mean, I'll pause it in a moment. You see the face, but then there's a face, sideways face of something with fangs right by its face. And I'll pause it in a moment. Once it gets a little bit closer so y'all can see it. There he is. See his face here, and there's his nose and his mouth. But then here, there's something looks like a panther of some sort. Eyes, and you get the ears up here. You get the teeth. So you get there's two things here. You got something that looks like a panther, a black panther, and then the face of what seems to be kind of like a leprechaun of some sort. Anybody ever see the Leprechaun movie? Check out the face. Looks like the leprechaun. So you got two things here in this picture. Let me give you the full view of it, but that's a close up. There you go. There's two things on this photo, and possibly more. Let's see what else I got in here. This one's got little nalgas standing right here. Little sucker. It's crazy when these things that they and impossible might be a possible. Well, these things when they stand there, they're looking at you. They know they can see you, but you can't see them. That's crazy. All right, let's go to the next. Oh, we know what this is. This is in Elms Grove by my mobile home. There's my truck. My truck is right here. You can see the wheels where it's parked in my driveway, and that's the Hat Man. You can see the red eyes. He's like literally standing right there in front of my truck. It was like around 3 in the morning when I captured this image. Yeah. Oh, see something else over there to the left. Looks native. Let me see. Thought I seen something else standing up here in this corner. You can't really tell on this photo. All right, let's see what else we got here. Uh, the hug of a succubus, and it's familiar, and probably the succubus right beside her. This to her left. Yeah, this is a creepy picture right here. Let me see if I can capture it better. There we go. See the familiar here, possible dogman, DDN, succubus, familiar, and the possible um, incubus right here. There's three here. One, two, three, and up here, possibly something else up here. Lots of activity in this photo. This edge here is my mobile home. This over here is the pole to the gate. Yeah, a lot of this is the edge of my mobile home. Let me see what else I can do here. No, it's a close up of the. Uh, I think this one is a pretty good capture right there. That's right, brother. Season 3, episode 2. It's called "Something Is Out There Not Human." They're no, they're pretty tall. Some around our size. The succubus sometimes is around our size, and the familiars are, you know, they drain your energy as you're asleep. That's when they attack. Okay, let's see what else is here. Oh, we already know who this is. It's a cocaine werewolf. When I try to do what happens when you try to do a photo on YouTube? It takes away from the picture. That's why it looks like that. It took away from a picture. But it's supposed to be cocaine werewolf. There's his nose, but it took away from the picture and made the picture bigger, so you can't really see his form or anything like that. Let's go on to the next. Oh yeah, there's activity right behind me. There's activity actually all around me. There's a dogman looking like probably a shapeshifter skinwalker, and there's all kinds of. There's the one that right here. There's all kinds of faces there. I'll let y'all see. But we hit the 2 hour marker. I don't want to. stay up too late tonight, brothers and sisters. Uh, so, in saying that, I guess I could take this off for right now. I just want to say thank you for people that participate on World Wednesday. I could share it off on my phone and go live on YouTube. I'll probably get a lot more views. But then I can do the things that I like to do, like share photos or share videos. Uh, so I'm just gonna continue to keep on doing this. Maybe one day I'll just do a video and just talk off my phone. Just to do that for to get the, how should I say it, algorithm going. But yeah, I like sharing the photos and the captures that I got here. But in saying that, you know, guess I can share a story with y'all before I go. Um, all I know, brothers and sisters, is when you're going through spiritual warfare and you stand alone, if you have a relationship with Jesus Christ, He's with you. But sometimes you get targeted from so many different angles that the unseen forces that are affiliated with each other, they come at you to try to anger you. They come to see if they can find a spiritual opening, not just to attack, but to destroy you. And even though it might seem like you're walking in quicksand, or that you're losing your mind because they're coming at you as hard as they are, there's always a way out. And is not by meeting the demands or making deals with these unseen forces that are attacking you. The way out is by maintaining a heavenly love foundation and your relationship with Jesus Christ, because the Heavenly Father will not forsake you. He will give you what you need to get out of the situation you're in, for you to understand what you went through, and to put that in your little pouch of wisdom and knowledge. You'll learn something out of the situations that you've been through, and that is what will make you a stronger person in the future. And that's what I like to do, is share my wisdom and knowledge here on spiritual and DDN encounters. And I'm just here to let you know, if I overcame the ordeals that I was going through, of all the pictures and photos that I share with you, you have those capabilities too, brothers and sisters. But of course, it has to be done through Jesus Christ. It's not about an I thing. It's about, we have to do it through Him. And that's what the enemy wants. The unseen enemy doesn't want you to be united. He doesn't want you to talk about how we're going to overcome this unseen force. It don't want you united. It wants you divided. It wants you to be by yourself. But through Jesus Christ, we can overcome them. And of course, through understanding and unity as brothers and sisters in Christ, we can overcome anything. And that's why I created spiritual and DDN encounters, to try to help give people advice and share my wisdom and knowledge of the things that I've been through. If you experience something, or go through something, you can overcome it also, just like I overcame it. Don't let the enemy deceive you, because that's what it wants. It wants to trick you. Don't entertain the enemy. Handle business with it. But in saying that, brothers and sisters, tomorrow we'll be having open mic night, where members of Spiritual and DD Encounters, as I drop a link, they're allowed to come on here and share stories, share an experience, share what they're going through. And that's what we're about. We're here a spiritual family, as brothers and sisters, helping one another. Nobody's perfect, but that's what we do here. We pray for people, We do all kinds of things, you know. But in saying that, I don't want to keep you all out too much. I want to say thank you to everybody that tuned in here tonight. Love, light, and blessings to you and your families. And always remember to always maintain a Heavenly Love Foundation. That's the key, brothers and sisters. You got to maintain the Heavenly Love Foundation daily. If somebody's trying to anger you, do the opposite of anger. Tell them I love you. Tell them God bless you. Do the opposite of whatever is being done to you. Do the opposite and make sure the opposite is something good. When you do that, you're deflecting the negativity that they're trying to throw your way. You're deflecting it. You're not giving it power. You're not letting it get into your foundation, into your mind in any kind of way, shape, or form. You're just deflecting it. And sometimes the people that do that, they don't know what they're doing because there's DDN, they can enter people. And it could be people that you love. It could be your husband, your wife, girlfriend. And they'll come at you in a negative way that you never seen them act that way before. Maybe because it's not them that is doing that, but it's something else that's using their vessel to hurt your Heavenly Love Foundation, right? So basically, don't believe into the negativity, but overcome it with love. That's the key. And saying that, thank you to all the moderators also that were moderating here tonight. Good night, everybody. This is Brother Apesius. Sarcia signing off from Spiritual and DDN Encounters, Werewolf Wednesday. Good night, everybody. God bless. And see y'all tomorrow for open mic night. Peace out.